Next question is the area of the deck of the ship. If the area of the deck of the model is 2.4, so area of actual area, in fact, actual area of the deck is equal to square of the scale factor into area in the model. Which is 250 square into, and what is the area in the model given? 2.4 meter square. 2.4. So this is 250 into 250 into 2.4, which can also be written as 25 into 25 into 100 into 2.4, which is 25 into 25 into 240. Okay, so you multiply and find out 625 into 240. Okay, this much meter square. This is your actual area of the deck. Okay, move on to the next one, third one. The volume of the model. If the volume of the ship is 1 kilometer cube, volume of the model. So actual volume of the ship is equal to, this time since we are talking about volume, we'll cube the scale factor, k cube into volume in the model. Okay, now k cube, the scale factor here is 250 cube, and into the volume of the ship, volume of the model they have asked you to find out. Sorry. So we'll put the actual volume here. Volume of the ship is given to be 1 kilometer cube is equal to 250 cube into volume of the model. Okay, so that means volume of the model is equal to 1 by 250 cube, and this is kilometer cube. Okay, now they have not said to ask they have not mentioned here to ask you to find out the volume of the model in meters, but common sense tells you that the model for a model, kilometer is a big unit. Okay, so better convert it into meters. So I've got this answer in kilometer cube. I'm going to convert it into a meter cube. Okay, now, so first of all, what we do here is that, Ravi Shankar Sharma, what are you doing? Some innovative way you have come across to do all this. Fine. Let us convert this.
Sorry, sir.
1 meters, in fact 1 kilometer, because we want to convert kilometer to kilometer cube to meter cube. So 1 kilometer we know is 1 by 1000 meters, right? So that means if you cube both sides, therefore you get 1 kilometer cube, or let me write this as 1 by 10 cube meters. So if you cube both sides, you get 1 kilometer cube is equal to 1 by 10 cube meter cube, full cube. Okay, so therefore, if 1 kilometer cube is equal to this much meter cube, therefore this much is 1 by 250 cube kilometer cube is 1 by 10 cube whole cube into 1 by 250 cube. Now you can find out 1 by 10 to the power of 9 into 1 by um, this is divide, sorry, this is not my
Like every single thing. What are you doing? And suddenly you are coming in class. What are you doing? देखिए क्या है बात?
therefore 1 by 250 kilometer, 1 kilometer cube is this, therefore 1 by 250 must be equal to I've written the reverse, I'm sorry. 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. I'm writing 1 by 1000. Anyway, 1 kilometer is 1000 meters, which can be written as 10 cube meters. I mean, you people are sleeping or what? Are you people not watching this? 1 kilometer cube is 10 cube meter cube. That means 1 by 250 cube kilometer cube is equal to 10 cube into 1 by 250 cube. So this is now simple. You can write this as 10 cube into 10 cube into 10 cube divided by 250 into 250 into 250, which can now be simplified as 1000 into 1000 into 1000 divided by 250 into 250 into 250. Now 250 will cancel 4 times. So 16 into 4 is 64 meter cube. Okay, so what is the volume of the model? It is 64 meter cube. Any questions here? The sleeping ones will not have any question. Where when I wrote 1 kilometer is equal to 1 by 1000, no one said anything. All are sleeping.
No, sir.
No,
64 meter
sir.
cube, okay. So even if you're sleeping now, at least go through the video later on. Okay. So now we start with reflection once this is over. Arpita, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Fine. You now start with the next chapter, which is your reflection. Okay. And now, what do you mean by reflection? Reflection means the image of any point. If I reflect it through a mirror. Okay. Now, what kind of reflection are we talking about? In coordinate geometry, we talk about reflection of points. We talk about reflection of lines. We talk about reflection of quadrilaterals or any geometrical figures. Okay. So now what happens is that suppose I want to reflect the first part here is reflection of a point in a line. What does it mean? It simply means that if I have a mirror line, this line I want to reflect it. I want to reflect a particular point. Say I have a point P here. I call this my object because I want to reflect this. This is my mirror line through which I want to reflect. So what I do is from P, with the help of a scale, I draw a perpendicular, okay, on the mirror line, and I measure this distance. This distance in physics mostly you know this as object distance, isn't it? In physics, do you know this
Yes,
as
sir.
object distance or not?
Object distance. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Oh.
And
We know.
you take the
Yes,
same
sir.
distance, you take this same distance here. Okay. You take the same distance here and you reach this point. That is, this distance is equal to this distance. These two are equal. And once you reach this point here, remember that this is perpendicular. This must be the image of P. We call this as the image. We have now reflected this point P on this mirror line to get my image P dashed, where in physics you know this as image distance. Okay, so the object here is that image distance must be equal to object distance. Okay, and what distance we are talking about? We are talking about the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance of the object from the mirror. Perpendicular distance of the image from the mirror. Okay, perpendicular distance of the image from the mirror. Perpendicular distance of the object from the mirror. Okay, so when I'm talking about distance, I mean perpendicular distance. Okay, so that is the entire concept of your not entire but partly the concept of the reflection of a point in a straight line. Okay, how do you reflect a point in a straight line? Next concept is how do you reflect a point in a point, which we call the point mirror. I don't know whether you have done in physics this point mirror concept, but suppose if I have a point, say
No, sir.
M.
We didn't give.
Here my mirror was in the form of what? Here my mirror was in the form of a straight line, but here I have a mirror which is a point, not a straight line. And what I want to do here is I have a point P here. Okay, and I want to reflect this line on this point mirror. Okay, so what I do is I join these two. Okay, and I measure this distance. And now what I do is the same distance I measure here, and I get my, this was my image, sorry, object, and I get this distance, object distance, and the same distance I measure here. This is my image distance. So what do you realize here in this? Object distance is equal to image distance, obviously. These two have to be equal. So what do you realize here? You realize here that this M actually acts as the midpoint of this straight line, PP dashed, this P dashed. This M acts as the midpoint of this entire length. Okay, so whether you are finding the image of a point in a line or whether you are finding the image of a point in a point mirror, the object distance must be equal to image distance. Any questions here? There should be. Who's good in physics? Who's good in physics? Tell me who's good.
Sir.
No.
Sir, Khushi.
Kushi. Yes,
Rakshanda.
Kushi. Kushi, now you tell me.
Yes, sir. What
Why
to
don't you have any
complete?
question here?
Sir,
Why don't you
no,
have any
what to
question here?
come?
You should have.
The page number.
Mathematicians should have a question here. The question here is, if I am taking this as M and if I am taking this as P and I'm measuring this distance, then what if I measure this distance here? If this distance is equal to this distance, then why not take P dashed here? It can be object distance. This is the object distance and this is the image distance, right? They are equal. So what is the problem? Object distance is equal to image distance. So I'm getting the image, but this is not the actual image. Why is it not the actual image? Remember that the image of P should be such that PP dash must be a straight line. Is that clear? PP dash must be a straight line. That is, this distance, object distance, is equal to image distance such that this is a straight line, PP dashed. I hope now it's clear. So if you don't have any question, then I can move on. Now we come to various cases. Okay, reflection of a point in a line. Okay, now we come to the various cases and the formulas. What if a point P, let's say, what if this point, we have the x-axis, what if I take a point P, any point, let us take here, okay, let us say that the coordinates of this point is xy, fine. Now I want to reflect this point with my x-axis as the mirror, this straight line, this x-axis as the mirror. Now if you remember, I told you if a straight line is the mirror, then what you do, you draw a perpendicular from here on the x-axis and you measure this distance. And now from this foot of perpendicular, this point, you take the same distance and we reach a point P dashed. And this should be your image of the point P. Let us take a real life example. In this, what happens? Let us take this 1, 2, 3. Let us take a point 3, 2, somewhere over here. P 3, 2. So I want to find out the image of this point P32 when I reflect it in the x-axis. So what I do is I drop a perpendicular on the x-axis, measure this distance, and then drop a perpendicular, and then extend this line such that this distance is equal to this distance, and we get the point P. Now what are the coordinates of P? If you see, this length remains 3, so my x coordinate will be 3. And what about my y coordinate? Y coordinate, I'm going the negative direction of y. Okay, so this will be -2. So what do you see? What do you observe? You observe that when a point P xy is reflected in the x-axis, this point gets transformed. For example, here this P32 is getting transformed to 3 minus 2. So that means my x coordinate, if you see, this x coordinate remains the same. This x coordinate 3 is 3. X coordinate remains the same. The sign of the y coordinate only changes. So therefore, Pxy, any point, gets transformed to Px minus y. So suppose now if I give you a point P minus 1, minus 2, and if I want to reflect this in the x-axis, then directly you can write, this is the P dash actually, then the image of this P, you can write as the x coordinate will remain the same, -1, and you only change the sign of the y coordinate. Okay, so this is a rule in order to find the image of any point when reflected in the x-axis. Okay, similarly for the y-axis also. Okay, just remove this. Fine. So similarly, the concept is for the y-axis also. If you see here, in the y-axis, draw the axis once again. Okay, so now what you have here is Suppose I give you a point here. Say this is your point P minus 2, 3, suppose. Okay, because minus 2, 3, because this is the negative direction of 2. This length is 2 units and this length is 3 units. This length is 2 units. Okay, so what I want to do here is to find the image of P, we drop a perpendicular on the y-axis, because y-axis is my mirror line. Measure this distance, take the same distance here and get a point image of P, P dashed. Now what should be the image of this point? If you see, this distance is how much? This distance remains 2 units, but we are moving in the positive direction of x, right? So therefore, this becomes 2, okay? And this distance is 3 units in the positive direction of y. So this becomes 3. So what do you observe? You observe here that when we are reflecting a point in the y-axis, the sign of the x coordinate is changing and the sign of the y coordinate remains the same. So therefore, a point P xy, when reflected in the y-axis, you will get the image of P such that the x coordinate will remain the same. Sorry, the sign of the x coordinate will change, because see, if you see here in the figure, the sign of the x coordinate is changing. From minus 2, it is becoming a plus 2. The sign of the x coordinate remains the same. We change only the sign of the y coordinate. Sorry, I wrote the reverse. Anyway, sign of the x coordinate is changing. So from x, it is becoming minus x, and the sign of the y coordinate remains the same. Understood? That is what you need to remember. So if you see here, I've given certain examples. Minus 4, minus 1. When I'm reflecting it in the y-axis, this point is getting transformed from minus 4. The sign is changing to a plus 4. And minus 1 remains as it is. Okay. Similarly for this, when P5 2, 5 minus 2, I am reflecting in the y-axis, but this 5, the sign of this 5 is changing to minus 5, and this minus 2 remains as it is. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So next one is reflection of a reflection of any point when the mirror is parallel to the x-axis, when the mirror line is parallel to the x-axis. Let us say these are my axes. Okay, these are my axes. If I want to reflect, say, a point, it will draw the mirror line first. This case is when it is parallel, when the mirror line is parallel to the x-axis. So let's say I draw a line that is parallel to the x-axis. This one. Okay. And say I want to reflect a line. I want to reflect a point. Say P here, xy, which is where the mirror line is parallel to the x-axis. So this is my mirror line. It's parallel to the x-axis. Okay. So what I do here is I draw a perpendicular on this line and I measure this distance. And then again I extend this line to get the image of P, P dashed. So what should the coordinates of this be? Now, before proceeding, there is something that I want you to recall. If you remember in class 9, I told you that any straight line which is parallel to the x-axis will be of the form y is equal to b. Do you remember this?
Yes, sir.
If you
Yes,
if you
sir.
still if you don't remember, let me just give you something brief. Suppose I give you a line y is equal to 2. What does it mean? It means that this straight line, if you are actually drawing the straight line from this x, y, you need 3 points to draw the straight line. You have y will remain 2 throughout, and whatever value of x you want to take, you can take. So if you see here, if you plot the points, you will get all the points on this line: minus 1, 2, 0, 2. 0, 2 is actually at this point, and 1, 2 will be somewhere over here. Okay. So what you see is that any straight line that is parallel to the x-axis will be of the form y is equal to b. Here y is equal to plus 2. So that means plus 2 means this length, distance of this straight line from the x-axis will be 2 units. Okay. Suppose I'm talking about a line that is parallel to the x-axis. Suppose I'm talking about this line, y is equal to minus 3. Then how will I draw this line? What I will do is I will take 3 units from here, 3 units from here. Okay. And I will draw a straight line. Okay. So this should be my line y is equal to minus 3. Is this clear? Concept? Y is equal to b will always be a straight line that is parallel to the x-axis. Okay.
Yes.
Now coming back to reflection,
Yes, sir.
if I take a point P xy and if I want to reflect it in this mirror line, which is of the form y is equal to b, then I draw a perpendicular here and measure this distance. Again draw a perpendicular, extend this line, same distance, and I get the point P dash. The question is, what should be the coordinates of P dash? In this case, it will be found that Pxy, I'm not explaining this on the graph, okay, because once we will be doing the sums, it will be clearer. Okay. So what happens is that when this point is reflected in a line that is parallel to the x-axis, the image of this point becomes such that the x coordinate remains the same and the y coordinate changes its sign, but along with it I have to add a plus 2b. Is this clear? Now if you remember, when we were reflecting the line in the x-axis, what was happening? We were only changing the sign of the y coordinate, right? But here, when the line is parallel to the x-axis, we are not only changing the sign of this y, but we are also adding this 2b to it, where y is equal to b is the line that we are reflecting in. Is this clear? Let me take 1 or 2 examples if not clear. Suppose I want to reflect the point P
Yes, sir.
5 as I have done here, P4, 5. I want to reflect this line, this point, in the straight line y is equal to minus 2. Okay. So now how do I find out the coordinates of the image? P dash. Now see, x coordinate will remain the same, 4. So this is 4. And what about the y coordinate? I'll first change the sign of the y coordinate and add 2b to it. And what is 2b? What is b here? B is minus 2. So this is the point that I'm getting on reflection on a straight line parallel to the x-axis. So I'm getting this as 4 and minus 5 minus 4 is minus 9. Clear? Or should I take one more example?
Yes,
One
sir.
more example.
Okay, fine. So
Understood,
let us take
sir.
minus 1, minus 2. I want to reflect this in the line, say y is equal to 3. Okay. What should be the coordinate? P dash. Now x coordinate will remain the same. So I write minus 1, no changes here. Now what happens? Y coordinate will change its sign. So I change the sign of the y coordinate to 2, and along with it I will add, see, y is equal to b. B here is what? 3. So 2 into 3. So I will get this point as p dash minus 1, 6 plus 2, 8. Clear? One more?
No, understood.
Sufficient? Fine.
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Understood.
Then I can proceed. Oh, I have no time left. So what I'll do is I haven't sent you the formulas. Today I'm going to